Hey everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Hima and in today's video, I'm going to be writing down my goals and resolutions for the new year in my 2021 Alicia Souza planner, which I'm using as my work or professional planner. As soon as you open the planner, there's a page for you to write your name and stick a photo or draw a doodle of yourself. To save our time, I will be filling this page after the video. Next, we have the personal information, which I'm also going to fill in after filming this video. Then there's a page that says me and my big ideas. I don't really have anything to write in here right now, so I'm just leaving it blank. Next, we have the letter to my future self exercise. I'm going to do this on my birthday or in my birthday month in 2021 like I did this year. If you're interested in seeing the video where I did this for 2020, then I will link that here and in the description box. Next, we have the budget planning section, which I'm leaving blank again as of right now. Then we have the things to mentally sort out page. On this page, I'm going to write down my New Year's resolutions, which are: always be mindful and purposeful in my actions. Focus on living an authentic life instead of a perfect one. Trust in myself and in the universe. Make every day count in working towards my life goals. Always have gratitude and have empathy for myself and others. There is a difference between goals and resolutions. Goals have a final outcome and they end after a certain point when you've achieved them, while resolutions are more like a continuing belief that you want to abide by for an endless duration because it is a thought or an idea that you resonate with. In short, goals are more like achievements and resolutions are like beliefs. You need resolutions in order to stay motivated to achieve your goals. On the next page of the planner, we have a dedicated space to write down goals for the new year. If you guys are writing down your goals in your planner, I would highly recommend you to first sit down with a few rough pages or a notebook in which you can plan your goals instead of directly writing them down in your planner. There's also a separate page for breaking down your goals into micro goals or milestones and writing a deadline by when you want to achieve those milestones. Some of my goals for 2021 are to publish my poetry book, get my master's degree and a job, make my website and blog, learn basic Japanese, learn how to drive and get a license, reach my goal weight, reach 5,000 subscribers milestone on YouTube, run 1,000 kilometers in 365 days, run 5 kilometers in 30 minutes, learn yoga, read 50 books, finish writing my novel, learn to play my ukulele, complete my online diploma course, and make a zine. The next page is a dream board, which I'm again leaving empty as of right now because I've already made a vision board for myself in my other planner, and I also have my glow up journal for a more detailed version of it. If you guys are interested in seeing those videos, I will link them here as well as in the description box. If there's one thing that I've learned in 2020, it is to make SMART goals. SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Ask yourself whether your goal is specific. For example, one of my goals is to reach my goal weight. When I say goal weight, I have a specific number in mind. In the past, I've set vague goals for myself, like I want to lose weight. But losing weight is a very vague goal, whereas reaching a goal weight of X kgs would be a specific goal. The next criteria to look at is whether the goal is measurable. As in, when you complete the goal, would you be able to measure the fact that your goal has been completed or that you're halfway there? For example, one of my goals in the past few years was to build my stamina. But how do I measure the fact that I've built my stamina? So instead, one of the goals for 2021 is to run 5 kilometers in 30 minutes. This is a measurable goal because I can use an app to time my runs and measure my speed, which will let me know that I've been able to achieve my goal when I'm able to run a 5 kilometer in 30 minutes. Next, analyze whether the goal is attainable. One of the goals in my bucket list is to travel to Japan. But is that something that is attainable for me in the year 2021? No. Neither do I have any savings set aside for a vacation to Japan, nor is it a good idea to travel that far for leisure while we are still very much in the pandemic. This is precisely why I have not made any travel related goals for the new year. Now, I could argue that reading 50 books in a year is also a goal that is difficult for me to attain, at least for a person like me who is naturally a very slow reader. But I believe that there's a difference between goals that are unattainable and which are difficult to attain. You cannot keep your goals too easy, because if they don't intimidate you and challenge you at least a little bit, you're not going to enjoy the satisfaction of achieving them. Next, see whether the goal is relevant to our lives and the person we are right now. Our likes, dislikes, goals and preferences keep changing as we keep growing as individuals. Our idea of our ideal selves that we would like to become also keeps changing with time. For example, is it a relevant goal for me to become a travel blogger? Although it's a pretty cool profession, it doesn't really align with the person that I am right now or the person that I see myself becoming. Don't waste time on goals that seem cool but which are not really relevant to you. Instead, focus your energy and motivation into achieving things that align with who you are as a person. Lastly, we have to make sure that the goals we set are time bound. If we don't give ourselves a deadline, we will always keep finding a reason to postpone the efforts needed to achieve a certain goal. The best example that I can give you for this is the fact that I've been wanting to learn driving since the past 10 years now. I kept pushing that goal away and never took the effort to actually enroll myself in a driving class because I never really gave myself a deadline to do it. This time, I am setting a deadline for myself to learn driving and get a license before my 28th birthday. With a deadline in mind, I will hopefully give it the priority that it needs. These are all the goals and resolutions that I have for the year 2021. I might add more to the list gradually throughout the year or remove some of them if I realize that they aren't relevant to my life anymore. Before we part ways, comment down below and let me know what are some of your goals and resolutions for 2021, and let's try and achieve them together. If you liked this video or found it helpful, then please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more such videos. I hope you guys have an amazing year ahead, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.